Yasu Malagezo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Your thoughts, part 6.
Sir, please, sir. All we really want to do is get our party on.
A party? You mean at the club party? Party?
Yes.
Well, if that's all you wanted to do was party, come on. But I gotta rock with y'all stinking asses. Yo, I got niggas in the streets that'll blast your ass when it's shine again. Yo, if you a fat chick getting your fuck on tonight, you go. Yo, put your hand.
I love me a fat chick. The body enormous. It's not about the weight. It's how they perform this. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a classic line from an awesome rapper named Redman. And like Redman says, a lot of people say Redman. I said Redman. So, I think only me and Eminem have actually mastered that. But the point is, this is a song, classic song from De La Soul, featuring Redman, featuring in the video Rod Digga and Dave Chappelle, called Ooh. Not with one, not with two, but 3 O's. One of my favorite rap videos of all time. It's fun, it's colorful, it gives you such a good vibe. Great song, by the way, produced by Rockwaller. Rest in peace to David Jolly Collier, aka Trugoy the Dove. One of my favorite rap groups of all time. Great video. When you got the chance, check it out on YouTube. The reason why I wanted to start off the video with this video is because it creates a good little party atmosphere. Now, I'm more of an old school guy. Excuse me if I don't like rappers that, sound like they're saying nursery rhymes all fucking day. But all these guys wanted to do is just go to a party, and a good party. And that's what I love to do. I love to go to a good party. Cardinal Official basically represents Toronto to the fullest when it comes to rap. I mean, I get it. The last, 15 years, it's all been about Drake. But before Drake, there was Mr. Official. And he said in a song, and I always remember this, he said, "I'd rather go to a house party than a club any day." He said something like that. If I misquote, sorry. Pardon my whiteness. But I feel the same way. I love a good house party. And nowadays, I don't party as much. You get older, you reminisce on life, and you think to yourself, I'd rather just chill at home or just chill with a few people, go out for a little bit, that's it. But, it's rare. Like, everyone has families. It's hard to get a good house party going. But when one comes up, you think to yourself, okay, it's going to be good, right? I mean, we're getting everyone together. There's going to be the proper food there, drinks, good music. And, ladies and gentlemen, in the summertime, and especially of all days, Canada Day, a day where every Canadian should be just having fun and having a good time and, just enjoying that holiday. Especially on the weekend, you have the extra day to chill with your buddies or family, and you just want to make the best of it. And you don't want to waste any time in life, because as you get older, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Look what's happening overseas right now. The whole Israel thing and people going to war, and it's fucking crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So we should be very lucky. I'm just saying, like, I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, a little borough called East York, the one Drake never talks about. No, it's not Scarborough, it's East York. Again, I got nothing against Scarborough, I'm just saying. Okay? Have I been to Kennedy Station lately? No. But the point is, I feel that I've been blessed in life. I really have. And a lot of people in Canada, same thing. We got the good health care. There's a reason why ever since 2017, the population in Toronto has gone from 3.7 to 7 million in 2023. It's just insane. Okay, take the subway, streetcar. I mean, don't if you don't have to, because it really fucking sucks. But you will see a difference over the years. It's just packed. I mean, there's so many people here, but at the same time, we're paying way more rent than we have to. People are struggling for food and all that. And all I could say is this, like when you go to someone's house and have, a good experience, like a good party experience, that means the world. So when you open up someone's door or like your door to, other people, you want to present yourself well. You want to, make them feel like they're at home, but this recent experience I had a few months ago was just absolutely horrible. Okay, long story short, well, no, I'm going to tell you the long version. What the fuck am I saying? That's why I got a podcast. Props to everybody subscribing so far. Please subscribe if you can. Okay, I don't see why not. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers in the next year. But I appreciate all you. I really do from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'm told I have a good voice. I'm told, over the years I got a face for radio. And nobody listens to radio anymore, so that voice, it really comes in handy. It's not good of a joke anymore. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, I feel we only have so much time on this earth, and we got to make the best of it. So when I go to a shitty party, and this is by far the shittiest party I've ever been to, some good people, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, this was not well planned out. It just wasn't. Okay? So, let's begin. Now, if you listen to one of my other Your Thoughts podcasts in the past I've done, the person that I talked about there is also part of the same person who worked at the same location. Okay? So you can see, this location where I worked at produces a lot of idiots. So, everything from the work environment that was created, for these people, a lot of good people there. Don't get me wrong. Very good people. Okay. But then it got to a point where, they were letting people go. For some reason, a lot of black people. Hey, listen. I'm just saying, okay, how it is. Okay. I was right there at the front door, doing security. I'm not the only person that noticed this, but the point is, it was a decent working environment, but I feel they were making a product that nobody, bought. They even gave me free samples. I couldn't fucking give these things away. I ended up having a whole bag of these things and literally giving them all out on Halloween. Okay, so these things are fucking worthless. But the point is, you have certain people there that are good and certain people that are just completely out of it. Now, there's this one guy there. He seemed like an okay. He almost like if Tommy Chong had like a Filipino kid. This is basically what this guy is. There was a movie back in the day, and he even told me that a lot of people referenced him, as the character from this movie.
If you could do anything with your life and money was no object, what would you do?
Anything at all? When I was a kid, I used to play this video game for hours. Street Fighter 2. And I remember thinking, people get paid to do this. To think up the game and to create the characters. Like there's this one character, Blanca. He's like half human and half lizard who eats his opponents. Well, I mean, he either zaps them with lightning or he bites their faces off. It's pretty cool, huh?
So you design video games?
No. I'd kind of like to be Blanca.
Picture this shit for 9 fucking months. This is the mentality I'm working with. And sometimes he would just come up randomly to the desk and just talk about random shit. I had no idea what the fuck him and his buddy were talking about. I'm going to talk about the other Malaka in a little bit. But the point is, this is a scene from the movie The Perfect Score. He was the stoner guy. I didn't even know his fucking name. I don't care. It stars Captain America, Scarlett Joe, the crazy chick from Swim Fan, and the guy used to play in the NBA here. He was also in Van Wilder on the basketball team with Ola Kandi, which didn't work out because he was supposed to be the next Tim Duncan. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, when you work certain places, you have to just put up with certain people's attitude. Like, you're literally stuck at the desk. It fucking sucks. It sucks. It fucking sucks, man. Like, because you can't just like walk away and go, hey, like I gotta do some securing. You're stuck at the desk, and I think a lot of people know that. So again, I'm gonna say this. I've been working for security for almost 16 years, ladies and gentlemen. We are not a therapist, okay? We don't represent therapy at all. I mean, I think I said this before. I once talked to a woman like at the desk for 2 hours. I didn't get paid $200 an hour, like Dr. Melfi on Sopranos. It's fucking bullshit, okay? Please don't bother us with your problems, like, we can't go anywhere, you know what I mean? But don't, like, it doesn't mean you can fucking, trap us, like, we're not goldfish, okay? Don't tap on the glass and fucking ask us stupid questions, like, stop. Just leave us the fuck alone, please, okay? But at the same time, like, he was all right. The point is, he wanted to have a party. He wanted to have, people over, which is cool. And he had people over before. It's fine, maybe he's trying to make friends. Maybe he's trying to, forget he's living like a certain life that's not paying out. I don't know, okay? But he wanted to have people over, so I'm like, sure, let's help this guy out, And he's one of these guys that did smoke a lot of weed, did a lot of shrooms, just basically just fried his brain, and I mean, he's not even 30 yet, and it's just it's not good. It's not good, His girlfriend there always tells him what to do. He never stands up for himself. Which, by the way, keep in mind, that's how he got the job, because his girl is like higher management, and like he's on the floor like as a warehouse, dude, whatever. So there you go. So I mean, hey, I get it. You do what you got to do, but at the same time, I mean, just stand up for yourself, buddy, please, for fuck's sakes. So he's like, okay, he's gonna have a party. So I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe he's different outside the work area. Maybe he'll liven up. Maybe he'll, show us a good time, whatever, at his place. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And then I invited everybody from work, and the one guy that I made the podcast about before, about being a little late in the loafers, and not there's anything wrong with that. Quote Seinfeld. I'm just saying, okay, making the reference here. Okay, what you do behind closed doors or closet doors, whatever. The point is, okay, I don't think he was invited. He ended up coming anyway. They didn't want to shun him. But this is the kind of guy he is. He didn't want to make it weird or whatever, But I get it. That's cool. So he has the party. He wanted to invite me, and he did, don't get me wrong, but, he does it off of some kind of group chat that at work. I'm like, look, dickhead, just fucking text me, call me, whatever. I'm old school, like, he didn't post it on Facebook, nothing. I mean, just, I don't know, we all had to fucking wing it at one point, and what time is it? Where is it? Where's the main intersection? I don't know. Weird fucking laugh too. I can't even recreate it. It's I don't know. It's like a hyena coming, and but you know what? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I mean, he's showing up to work in his pajamas. I mean, it's he one time he got dressed up with the other guy that I'm going to talk about in like these weird suits or something for some for Easter, and it was just fucking weird. Like I'll be honest, I thought before that he was gay. Him and his buddy there. I thought so. Like if anything, I thought the other guy was kind of in. I don't know how you say it. The transition, I guess. I don't know because I wasn't sure because like he. I don't know if you looked at him. Like he kind of looked like if like Chaz Bono had sex with Jonah Hill, but like a chubby Jonah Hill. Like how he looked like in like 40-Year-Old Virgin. Remember when he was buying those weird shoes?
Okay, so I'll call you and yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. How you doing?
Congratulations.
Okay, so yeah.
Can I help you? Yeah, these are wonderful. I'll take these.
Thanks. They're great. The goldfish just crack me up.
Funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute.
I don't actually sell anything here. I just sell them on eBay.
Oh, I don't get it.
Okay.
Can you help me?
No, I don't. You're on your own here. Good luck to you and to you. And, I'll give you a call.
Great.
Great. Nice to see
Thanks
you.
for coming in. Bye.
So I guess I'll just give you some money and you can give me these shoes and...
I know it seems so strange.
Yeah, so I'd just rather buy them from you, straight up.
Yeah, I know. I wish it could be that easy, but...
I wish too, but you're making it extremely difficult for me. I'm just trying to get these shoes back to my house so I can wear them.
Now, picture that wearing an Easter Bunny suit. Fuck, I work with weird people. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, I figured, you know what? Let me just think outside my conference, whatever that means, and let's just go to this party. Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, maybe I'll get a story out of it, or in this case, a podcast. So, at least he makes it on a Saturday, because I've had people actually, have parties on, weird days, or just random days and stuff. I've done that too, but people understand, you work on the weekends and all that. So, but Saturday's fine. A lot of people go away for Canada Day. Most of us are just trying to save a couple bucks and, just stay at home, maybe see the family for Monday or something, and that's it. But I figured, fuck it, let's do it. So, first of all, I'm waiting forever for this guy to give me actual directions. Okay, so he gives me, decent directions, whatever, and I'm like, all right, I gotta look it up on the bus. Oh, classic, public transportation with Toronto. Oh, never anything wrong with that. But of course, lots of closures. Got to take a certain bus to a certain area. Then, it tells me to walk. And then, you ever look up something and it tells you to walk, and then, you don't feel like walking. But then, later on, you get to the location, for a 10-minute walk, and then a streetcar goes by, and you're like, why in the fucking app tell me to get on the streetcar? I don't like that. But point is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm walking in this area. I don't know where the fuck I'm going here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's an apartment building, but there's lots of apartment buildings, in this area. And, I'm like, okay, fuck, I'll eventually find it. So I'm on the bus. Of course, there's a bus stop, I think, in one area. It doesn't stop there. Then it's supposed to stop at one other area. It misses that stop, of course. So I missed it by a few stops. Not my fault. The bus driver's fault. But as I'm turning the corner, ladies and gentlemen, I see someone at the bus stop that they should have dropped me off at. And I see a woman there who I work with. The same place, okay? And I just see her sitting there. And she doesn't look, sad, but she doesn't look happy at the same time. So I get off the one stop after that. So I walk up the street, and, she knows me. I know her. And I go, hey, what's up? And she's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, good. I assume you're invited to the party too. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, me too. That's why we're both in the area. Cool. So, why are you sitting by yourself a few minutes away from his place? And she's like, oh. And I go, oh? And then she goes, yeah, I'm just chilling here for a bit. I'm like, okay. Why? And she goes, well, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really stoned, And I go, okay, that's, a lot of people, pre-drink, pre-smoke. I had a couple drinks before I left. I like to pre-drink before I go to a party too, no problem there. I mean, you're about to, go on the TTC. I mean, who could blame you? But yeah, okay. Would you like to? Because I'm about to go to the party. Like, would you like to come with me to the party? It's like, okay, and I'm like, okay. So we're off to a great start. So we're just walking down the street, and she looks pretty high, you know. Good woman. Don't get me wrong. I mean, she's very friendly. Very. She bought me a drink one time at work, whatever. Because at work I like to bring food and bring some snacks for everybody. You give what you get. Or you get what you give. What the Stone song. And I mean, they're still fucking on tour. He's gonna make another CD when they're 100. Jesus Christ, good for them, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So we're going down the street. Okay, no worries there. And then we approach what we think is the apartment building. Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, things are a little different here. Let's say from Canada to the States. Okay, like we don't have boarded up windows and people. I mean, we're not as crazy as people in Florida. We actually respect ourselves, but we come across this again. We're pretty sure this is the place. We're not sure. Okay, we're going by I don't know, just drunken high luck here, and so we see this huge metal gate door. I mean, fucking huge, and we're like, okay, well, it needs like a buzzer code, and we have no idea what the buzzer code is. Okay, again, once again, classic stoner. It took us, forever just to, get the address. Didn't leave any hint that there would be a buzzer there, whatever. So of course we have to call him, and he has to come, to the door, because giving us the buzzer code would just make it easier. I'm pretty sure he's wearing the same clothes as he did at work there. He's wearing basically what James Franco wore in Pineapple Express. Apparently he got that idea from Woody Harrelson, but there you go. Just trying to paint the picture, and okay, we'll wait, But then, as we're waiting, I mean, she is so stoned. She is trying to put in the code herself, and again, keep in mind, she doesn't know what the code is. She's just guessing at this point. So, to me, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking of that scene from South Park. Remember when Towley, ironically, it's a Towel who likes to smoke weed. Is just at the gate there and just trying to figure out what the code is.
Let's see.
Come on, Tally. The guy said you had the security system in your memory banks.
Hey, it's been a long time.
You just have no long-term memory because you get high all the time.
Don't preach to me, fatso.
I can preach to you all I want because you're stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah, you're a towel.
You're a cow. Just let me get high. I know what to remember if I get high.
Oh, God damn it. All right, fine. Here's your stupid lighter.
Hold on. Wait a second. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the melody of Funky Town. Won't you take me down to Funky Town?
No, Tally, the entry code.
For what?
Classic. But yeah, she just kept pushing away there, and it's a great song. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I think she was trying to type in some kind of Riri song or something. But hey, it's all good. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, this guy finally came to the door, minutes of me babysitting here, and we finally get into the party. Okay. Now, also keep in mind, I'm jumping a little bit ahead here, but just so I don't forget and stay with the same person here. At one point, okay, I was like sitting in a chair, she was on the couch, and at one point, I'm a bigger guy. It was one of those like folding chairs, and let's be honest, when you're a bigger guy, you sit on one of these folding chairs and you're just thinking to yourself, fuck, please don't break in front of all these people. And it didn't. Okay, so I'll give him that. He's got good chairs. The point is, I put my hand on the armrest of the couch there, and all of a sudden, the same woman, like hours later, again, she was so high, she starts stroking my arm. Now, again, being Greek and Italian, I can't help, how, the arm looks. If it looks like a baby, beaver, then that's fine, but it's just weird. And then at one point, I start, touching her arm. Because I thought like it was like something you do at parties now. I don't know. I've been to a party in like a good like probably 6 months, a year, because of COVID and all that, and it's been crazy. I mean, I always have birthday parties, and it happened right before my birthday, thanks COVID. So I had to make up for a few years there. But the point is, it's crazy. It's crazy what weed can do to someone. But at the same time, you have to pace yourself. Okay. But let's go back to entering the doors here. So going to the door, and he's got a little decent place. It looks pretty good. It's kind of like a double-decker thing there, like 2-level apartment, whatever. Or he could share it with someone, and he does, but we'll get into that in a bit. But we're gonna get into that awkwardness there about the guy living in the basement there in the dark. So we go in there, and like I said, it's a decent place. And keep in mind, also I want to say this. In the invitation, it says, party barbecue. Okay, now it's a good hot day. I mean, I even told him, I said, bro, you better have AC, between, being a fat guy and me sweating my ass off and maybe breaking your chair. I got to watch my back here. You know what I mean? So there you go. So yeah, he's got the AC in there. It's beautiful. Okay, everything's good. But then I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, like, where's the barbecue? Like, well, usually when you have barbecue, you got like in front of the, an actual barbecue. And again, I was looking for a barbecue, and I was like there's not even a fucking barbecue. Like, there's no barbecue. There's no food. I mean, there's like a table. He's got like one big empty plastic bowl with like a bag of chips just next to it. And I'm like, dude, what the, I didn't tell him this at first, but, I'm kind of like later on in the party, I'm going like, to people like, were you expecting a barbecue? Or I don't know, am I fucking insane? I don't know. Did I come like late or something? Because I thought I came pretty on time, whatever, right? And, and keep in mind, like I guess it was one of these parties that you had to bring your own shit, and like, I'm even looking around, like, where's the booze? Where's give me something, and the guy's Filipino. I mean, the guy could have easily put out like a bowl of rice, some hot sauce, like, give me something to work with, man. Like, fuck, and nothing. There's no joints around, nothing. So, it's BYO fucking everything, So me personally, I brought like some beautiful, I like to call homemade pizza. I didn't make it, but I call it homemade because it's like old school Italian. I mean, let's just be honest. Like Greek and Italians, you go to someone's house there. We're like even a snack, you're gonna see like 6 to 10 plates of shit. That's just how we do. We want people to feel happy and not fucking insecure at the party here. So I brought that, lots of snacks, chips, popcorn, Skittles, it's not a party without Skittles, I remember I had a big bowl of Skittles at a, party once at my place, and I don't know, the one guy, or my one friend told the other guy, he passed away, rest in peace, he was a good dude, but he said, yeah, he told me that you had a big bowl of Skittles, that's what he told me, and that's it, see, Skittles, man, like, Everybody loves Skittles. You know what I mean? Like little things like that, just like put out. You know what I mean? Like, but this guy had fucking nothing. Like, and it's in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe we came early, maybe he's still setting up, but nothing. I mean, but again, there's no fucking barbecue. And it's like fucking 30 some degrees outside. You know? I mean, it's not fat man friendly for sure. I mean, you notice the difference when you open the sliding door and all that, you know, but I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You're like, you fucked up. You know, you can't invite someone to a barbecue, okay, and not have barbecue. You can't have it, okay? Shaq makes a good point too. You gotta, worst case, have some barbecue sauce.
Diesel, we 9 points away. Number one answer was pants. Name something you need before you start cooking barbecue. You said you need barbecue sauce. You can't even start without knowing what the damn sauce is. Damn the grill, charcoal, Where the hell is the sauce? Somebody say it!
I know the random references, I know. And my bell. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, all they needed was 9 more points to win. He said barbecue sauce and boom, and that's it. And this is just a perfect example of how important barbecue sauce is, especially for an actual barbecue. Okay? Now, me personally, I recommend some nice barbecue sauce. Okay? I like the Bullseye Guinness. Okay? If you ever have that one, trust me, you'll thank me later. But enough of my food fetishes here. You know, already we're not set up, okay? There's no music going. And that's another thing, too. Like, we ended up, I don't know, like, people, you know what? When you have a party, I get it. Like, certain people listen to certain music and all that, and you kind of got to cater to the people, blah, blah, blah. You know, but just have some shit playing on, you know, like in the background. That's all. And I do not want to hear, okay, Little Uzi Vert's version of Chop Suey, okay? If I'm gonna hear, I want to hear the original one. I don't want to hear the fucking guy who gets a diamond in his fucking forehead and surprise, surprise, someone snatches it out of his fucking head, okay? I want to hear the original shit, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Now, again, let's discuss the person living in the basement here. So his setup, okay, he's got a whole thing where it's a kitchen, sort of a living room there. I don't know. I don't know the amount of toys this guy had. It looked like fucking Fisher Price. But you know, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I got my own shit too. I get it. You know, it's like you know, Step Brothers. You know, Find Your Dinosaur. I get it. You know, sometimes you gotta let go, but at the same time, I get it. And again, you know, people just playing random music. We don't know what the fuck is going on. People chatting, I talked to one guy there. He's trying to tell me to do shrooms and whatever. Oh, yeah, you know, the walls are going to melt when you fucking do it. I'm like, yeah, I can't fucking wait. The point is, you know, we end up playing a card game. And one of those, I don't even know what the fuck the card game is called. And I don't know. You're supposed to get rid of cards and ask stupid questions to people. You know, I'm like, guys, like, you know, where's the music? Where's the dancing? Where's the fucking barbecue, man? I'm fucking starving. It's like 6 p.m., you know? I'm a type 2 diabetes here, you know? I gotta eat something. Jesus. I mean, thank God I brought my food. I mean, my God, you know? Thank God some days I got candy in my pocket. The point is, that's not slang for anything. It's actually, you know, Starburst. The point is, you know, I guess it was not well prepared. And then we got to worry about some guy coming in and out of the basement. And this is the weirdest fucking thing too, is that like he shares a place with, oh Jesus Christ, I don't know, the fuck I think Jeffrey Dahmer lived down there. So you know, this guy's coming in and out of the basement, whatever, during the party, you know, and it's just weird. Like even when, like picture if let's say you live in an apartment building, okay, but the guy has his own space. But every time he has to leave your place, he has to go through your living room and kitchen. It's fucking weird. You know, like he emerges like fucking, I don't know, like Bill Cosby there. And, you know, like after he, you know, shares a, you know, one fucking drink with his victims. And, you know, You know, listen, listen, as soon as they said 3 to 10 years, we all knew he was going to get 3 fucking years. Okay. Like we all knew that. Okay. Did he lose his 400 million? No. So, you know, we should have got this fucker, you know, when he was, you know, drawing Fat Albert. But the point is, it was just weird. And the guy seemed like a good guy. Don't get me wrong, but it was just weird. That's all. It just didn't make a lot of sense. And then you go upstairs and he's got all these like fucking plastic toys. It looks like the comic book guy from The Simpsons, and you know his bathroom. His bathroom's okay, and then he's got another room, and then you gotta do bongs on one floor, but you gotta smoke cigarettes on another, and it's a whole weird thing, man. Like it just there was no organization. I don't like when people have parties that are not organized. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Okay, get your shit together. Get some food. Okay, call it just a normal party. Don't say barbecue. Don't tease the fat guy. That's not cool. That's not cool. We don't like that. We don't like that. Okay? If someone took your rice away, would you like that? No. The point is just fucking make things right for everybody there and make it good. Now, I know what you're going to say. Tough times, whatever. You know what? I agree with you. Tough times, okay? Maybe you can't afford certain shit. That's why you shouldn't have a party. Plain and simple, okay? Don't tease people, man. You can't. You know what's going to happen? They're going to make a fucking podcast that no one's going to listen to. The point is, you have to be more organized, okay? Well, thank God someone came by later and brought some amazing weed to make us forget about all this fucking shit that we all had to go through. Okay? That's it. That's all I'm trying to say, guys. You know? But overall, I thought he was still a good person. I mean, I was going to say he tried, but he really didn't. You know, him and his buddy, that he met there are pretty close. And, it just... my God. But anyways, if obviously I'm not going to say where his location is, but, sometimes it's, the sun comes out and you need gas, and sometimes you need services, and you could be on the beaches, who knows. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, if you're cruising, the area, just try to stay, away from this whole area. And that's another thing too, like at the end of the party, there's one dude there. He's a funny guy. I'll give him that. Very funny guy. Actually, no, he did something really funny. The one guy from the basement left. I don't know, to get some supplies from Home Depot or something. And and again, see, this is where I've always said this. You got to understand, like when you have a party, I always tell people it's almost like a test for your real friends. You see how they act, you see how they treat your place, and that's how you know who your real friends are. So I'm not judging this guy, but I'm just saying he did do something funny. Like it wasn't my place. Like if it was my place, I would have went nuts. But it's someone else's place. He didn't barbecue. He fucked us, with the booze, and that's another thing too. I had to bring like booze. I set up like shots for everybody. I fucking saved his party. You know what I mean? Like it just. Fucking crazy, man. I mean, he didn't have cigarettes. Gee, what kind of party doesn't have fucking cigarettes? The point is, ladies and gentlemen, the one guy, he ends up going, like we get so fucking high, okay, from the one guy's weed here he brought. He's from the States. He got very good weed. I mean, it looked like it was covered in honey. I mean, Jesus Christ, it looked like, I don't know, God grew it himself. And, we're all blitzed at this point. And the one guy left from the basement, like I said, and the guy literally ends up going down into the basement. And we're like, dude, where the fuck are you going? And he went down there, and he was down there for like 10 minutes. Now, keep in mind, when he opens the door to go to the basement, there's no lights. It looks totally dark. This guy could have just fucking, cracked his neck going down the stairs, whatever, But again, we're all blitzed, so, we can't do shit, right? We're just, sitting there, eating Doritos that I brought, by the way. And then he comes back up and he says, dude, I was just in Narnia, and we're all like pissed off. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You're going to get us all like kicked out. He's going to be, I mean, basically he did like a B&E because he broke into someone else's property. But, you know, at the same time, we're giving him shit. But like at the same time, like I'm not going to lie, I found it funny. So, you know, that was good. I mean, that's how good this weed was. But yeah, man, I mean, just, you know, you got to plan things through more, you know, with the party. And, you know, but I assumed like him and his buddy there were really good at like making, you know, or setting up, you know, like a podcast for me, you know, and I was like, let me, I'll throw you a couple bucks, whatever. We'll work something out, whatever. Right. So, you know, they're involved, whatever. And it's more his other buddy there, which you know, Seth, the Jonah Hill dude there, you know. I mean, Seth Rogen was in that movie too. That's a fucking funny movie, man. He actually had his hair ripped off his chest. You can actually see the blood pouring out there. Kelly Clarkson. But the point is, okay. Despite, you know, a very shitty party, I wanted these guys to help me with, you know, the podcast. And oh, by the way, the walk home was nothing. I mean, at one point, the guy like disappeared upstairs with a few people, and I think they were so stoned they just got stuck up there. And I just said, "Fuck it," I didn't even bother to say goodbye. And I'm walking home, and again, it's a hot fucking night, and I don't know what kind of area this is, but I mean, there was one guy literally lying on the sidewalk, just in his boxers, and he's just like, you know, I'm just like, fuck, you know, I'm just walking away and just hoping. Cab comes by, and of course it doesn't because I'm old school, and I don't want to take Uber because I don't get kidnapped. But yeah, I eventually got home. But you know, I should have stayed home. I mean, this is so fucked up. I mean, just very disorganized. So all I can say is this, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a party, you have to, you know, there's got to be some kind of organization, you know what I mean? Like, you know, people are going to get hungry. You can't mislead people and say you're going to have a barbecue and not even have an actual physical barbecue, you know? You know, people breaking and entering and just, you know, not giving a shit. Yeah, it was all over the place. Did I have a good time? You know, it was all right. But the point is, these two people wanted to help, you know, wanted to help me with the podcast and all that. And, you know, I was like, sure. The one guy was more the tech guy, like I said, the Jonah Hill guy, and you know, he was supposed to do like more of the work, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. You know, you do what you got to do. You know, you do what you got to do. So, I mean, for the longest time, he said he was going to set it up, blah 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 blah. He didn't for a while. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Then all of a sudden, he sends me a thing, you know, a perfect little. Page on my thing on YouTube there. I'm like, perfect, great, it looks great. So, you know, he puts up only one show because again, keep in mind, I've been doing this for the last few weeks, setting up all. I don't know dick all. It took me forever to find out the thing and how to. It's got to be in a certain format. Then you gotta load it. Then you gotta put the picture. Holy fucking shit! I mean, it's complicated shit, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. For a dickhead like me, you know. But he was able to set it up. He sent me the link. I was like, man, it looks good. Looks good. He only put one show. You know, I'm like, okay, I'll pay you a couple bucks, you know, put up some more shit, you know. All right, cool. A month goes by. Literally a whole month. I'm texting this guy, calling this guy, never picks up his phone, nothing. Then he texts me back randomly. And he goes, sorry, man, I've been busy with politics. He's been busy with politics. Keep in mind, this guy is in his like early 20s, okay? Still lives at home, has no job because he got fired from this job. It was pretty, I mean, at one point I felt bad for this guy, but not anymore, obviously, because he's put me through too much agita. But I'm glad he got what he deserved, getting fired. But yeah, at one point he's like, yeah, I think I'm ready for management, and the manager's got me, you know, doing things for other people, and I think I'm gonna get promoted, and then, like the guy thinks he's gonna get promoted, and then like 2 weeks later he gets fired, and like he didn't even see it coming. Like, he just randomly did it like right at the beginning of a shift when he came in on like a Tuesday or something, and fuck, it was so bad. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think he cried, but I think he was pretty close to it. But Yeah, it was just pretty funny. I don't know. And I remember before I showed up to this one guy's house before, and I walked home with him a few times because he walked the same way, and and holy fuck, I mean, like he's telling me he uses a website to make friends. Like, I mean, this is what society's come to, where you have to do that, like, and I mean, you could tell this guy was and again, look, I wasn't the most popular guy in high school either, but I mean, but this guy must have got beaten up every fucking day, holy shit. I mean, life must have been really rough for this guy. And then at one point, he's like talking and whatever, and he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. I could work with my brother, and I'm a gamer, and you make money on doing that. I used to do that, and then I don't, and I live with my girl, and then. I also want to be a wrestler, and dude, I did everything I fucking could to hold in my laughter, and I'm just like, bro, like, you're not exactly Big Bam Bigelow, you know what I mean? Like, he's a big guy, don't get me wrong, but he's like, 5'6" or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's, oh, good Lord. I mean, it was just fucking exhausting. But he was good at, I assume he was good at tech work. I don't know, because he talked the talk when it came to that area, so. But then I text him back. I'm like, politics, what the fuck are you talking about? All this shit. And, I sent him, like in the mail, like all these gig sticks, like of all my shows, to do, to load them up on there. And the guy just fucking disappeared. And it got to a point where I called this guy repeatedly, again and again. And, I'm not even gonna lie. I fucking Googled his last name. And I found out where he lived. And I found out that if you go to Canada 411, you can find out someone's home number. And, yeah, surprise, surprise, people still have landlines in 2023. And I called it, like, repeatedly. I called it at midnight. I didn't give a fuck. I admit that. I don't care. I wanted this guy to, finish up with my website, and then I got to a point where I'm like, you know what, just take the shit off. I'm not doing this anymore. And then finally, I left him like a really long message. And then he didn't get it. Then somebody, some woman picked up. Again, I don't know. I don't know if it was his mother or his sister, but God, she was a cunt. And, she got really mad. And she probably really got mad at him for me calling the house. And, how'd this guy get the number? Well, what's Canada 411? Fuck, my kid is never going to move out. But the point is, yeah, I finally just pestered them enough where I said, look, you guys shut the shit down. And then he finally did. Like, I finally went on the page on YouTube and it got shut down. But don't get me wrong, I put everything up there myself. So you can go on there. I mean, obviously, if you're listening to this, you can listen to the other shows. And thank you for your support, by the way. But yeah, it took forever, man. Like, for fucking ever. I still haven't gotten my gig sticks back. I want my gig sticks, Apparently, wherever he's from in the Philippines, it's with his other guy, it's very hard to get gig sticks. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like, these guys are holding the shit ransom. Like, I just want my shit back. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's almost been like a dead end here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where the one guy lives, and it's really crazy. It's crazy. It's just I don't understand, like, what I mean, like, over gig sticks. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe they're trying to say face or something. But again, millennials, like, I know, like, you guys don't like confrontation. Unless it's in front of a phone. And but you guys got to learn how to, like, deal with shit face to face. You know what I mean? So I've been bugging this dude. Still I've pretty much given up. So I'm like, you know what? You want to hold on to my gig sticks? You got nothing else going on in your life. You don't work. You still live at home. Yeah. COVID, fucked me up. COVID fucked up everybody, okay? But we're still going, okay? So I don't want to hear that fucking excuse. The other guy can't think for himself. He lets his girl do everything for him, including getting him a job. I mean, these guys are just fucking idiots. They're so stupid, And I just don't, understand, like, I don't know, like, like, just chucking away there, wasting life. And, oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. It's crazy. It really is crazy. The people that you have to work with sometimes and deal with, and people don't know how to have a good party, and they don't know how to treat people, and they just there's no respect anymore. There's not. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, there's still some respect out there, of course, but it's very hard to find. Let's be honest with ourselves. It really is. I mean, like what, why can't we be more like this family?
That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
I got a feeling that Alice was, I don't know. I think she had some like dirt on the family, or was, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, fucking the husband. The point is, like a wholesome family, like, this family, it just, I mean, what's wrong with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can't say his name. I can't even say the other guy's name. But do you remember that episode of Sopranos when, Tony invested in, one of his buddy's horses?
Carmel's a small woman. Start winning in the market, it's going to be into this and all that. Tell her rent.
Tony! Coast time is in 1 minute. Anthony!
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, I feel that all I wanted was a good party, didn't get that. Wanted help with the podcast, didn't get that. Wanted the gig sticks back, didn't even get that. Hounding these guys for my shit. The one guy has his mother or sister or maybe a handmaid, just harassing me and saying stop calling and leave me alone, asshole. I go, shut up, cunt. And all I want is my gig sticks back, so he can't even fight his own battles for himself. How much of a fucking pussy do you have to be? How much lower can you go? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can't actually get lower, because the other guy decided to call the police on me. That's right. He called the police on me, ratted on me for 2 gig sticks. This is what this pussy generation has come to. Okay, we can't even solve things over the phone, in person. He had to call the police on me. And of course, I'm just chilling in my house, relaxing, and all of a sudden I hear a knock on the door. And then I hear it's the police. Now, of course, if you listen to my podcast, Feeling Blue, in brackets, police officer, you know why I didn't open the door. Because God only knows I don't want to end up like Rodney King again. But at the same time, you got to be careful. So I closed the door and I listened to what they said. And they said it's involving it. I'm like, as soon as they said the name, I'm like there's no way this guy is this much of a fucking pussy that he would call the cops on me. I mean, what kind of a spineless, huge fucking twat would call the cops on me? I mean, this is just insane. It really just shows you what, this generation is up to, and like how they fight their battles. I mean, this is just extremely fucking sad. Yeah, go ahead.
So we're not staying here long. We just want to tell you that please do not contact him.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my stuff then.
That's something that you're gonna have to go through civil court if it's a matter of
Civil court for 2 gig sticks.
possibly.
Are you serious?
Anyone can wish to not have contact from another person.
Okay, so anybody can, so you're saying anybody can steal property and then just call the cops on them and then ban them? Like, you see the irony in this, or?
You report the theft.
I did.
Okay, so then that's a separate investigation. This is just no further contact. So please, you've been told on camera, okay, you don't have to open the door. I'm satisfied it's you. Do not call him from any other numbers. Do not tell someone to call him. Indirectly, or
I didn't tell anybody to call him.
Sorry, can I finish now, Michael?
No, but you're accusing me of something I didn't do.
Okay, I'm just telling you from now on, do not do it. He thinks you know where he lives. Do not go near his
I do know where he lives. He invited me to the party in the summertime.
Do not go near his property, okay?
Well, why would I go near his property?
I don't know, but we have a duty to tell you, so do you understand that?
Not really, no.
Why that you can't go to his property?
No. I don't understand why he can steal my property and then report me to the police.
So as long as you know, no further communication.
No, I don't know that. I still want my stuff. How am I supposed to get my stuff now? Okay, but he can't contact me either then.
Right, yeah.
Okay, but he knows that, right? You're gonna go over there and tell him that, right?
Yeah, we told him how it works. When you wish for no contact from someone, it has to work both ways, okay? He can't be texting you or sending you a message or anything like that. And if he does, and if you have proof that it's him contacting you, call us, okay?
Okay, but how am I supposed to get my stuff now? I don't understand this.
Okay, that's something that.
Is this how like Toronto works now? Honestly, is this where the city's gone, where people can steal steal someone else's stuff? Okay, promising them stuff with a thing there, and then afterwards, just report it to the police. I mean, what kind of?
We're going in circles.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I don't know. It just sounds like a pussy generation. That's all. I mean, wouldn't you agree or no?
We're not going to go into the politics of generations and stuff.
Why? It's bad though, right? I mean, even yesterday I tried to call you guys for like an hour and I was on hold and I couldn't even get connected, so it was weird. Hello? 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 Okay, but are you gonna call him and let him know or no? Hello? Why are you leaving? Hello? Hello? You know you're on camera, right? Hello? 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 How easy is it to become a cop in Toronto? Hello? You guys are no Dirty Harry, I'll tell you that much. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you live in Toronto and you want to know why you pay such high rent and taxes, that's where it's going. Yes, it's, fuck, we're all doomed. And you know the sad thing is too is I talked to him a few minutes before that, before I played you that clip there, and like they were okay with me not opening the door, so they had no idea who I was. They, I mean, they didn't ask me like my name, birthday, and all that, but I'm thinking to myself, like, let's say if someone broke into my house and just like stole my wallet, right, and looked at my wallet for all my information, like that's all they would have to do, right? Like they wouldn't have to, you know what I mean? Like it's that easy. Like they didn't even care, and they just left at the end there without like any, resolution there, and they just didn't care. They just left. Like how sad is that? Okay, sure, they didn't beat the shit out of me this time, but the point is, it's sad. It's very sad, and like the whole point of this specific podcast, ladies and gentlemen, is. You have very limited time in life and you just want to enjoy it. But there's other people that, they don't care. They don't care about having a good party or ripping people off or, disturbing other people's nights by, two extremely clueless cops showing up to your door, and like they just don't care, and that's the problem with creating your own happiness and making a good life for yourself, is that a lot of people just get jealous and they just try to take it on you. So listen, I'm not saying I'm a saint or nothing, but I know how to have a good party. I know, I remember what Robert De Niro said in Goodfellas: never rat on your friends and always keep your mouth shut. And I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, if you come to my place, you will have some kick-ass barbecue, or worst case scenario, some pasta, some nice dishes, or, whatever my European mind thinks of. But it didn't turn out that way. Instead, I felt like Tom Hagen in The Godfather, Part 2. Best movie ever, played by the one and only Robert Duvall. You know? I was just like, what happened here? I'm owed an apology. But that's what I think. But as always, when I make these podcasts, ladies and gentlemen, and again, thank you for your support. Please subscribe. Oh! I can't believe I forgot such a huge part of this story. Okay, so better late than never. When I first entered this person's door, okay, after the whole, buzzer fiasco there, okay, so as soon as I go in there, I've been to this place before, it's cool, it's a decent little setup there. The person in the basement there, it's still weird to me. But anyways, like when I went in there, okay, he's got like a table that, you go there and, you set up snacks and all that. Like the guy had nothing. It was a bowl and like one bag of chips that wasn't open. It's, I'm European. I'm not used to an empty table without food. But anyways, right beside the table, okay, I saw this like what appeared to be like a basket. Okay. And I looked and then I looked away and then I did a double take. Okay. And then I looked and I said to myself, is that a baby? And it was a baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been to many house parties. Okay. House, apartments, whatever you want to call them. Lots of parties. Nobody has ever had an actual baby at the party. I mean, you hear, stories like this. I mean, we've all seen The Hangover. The three guys got to take care of a baby, 3 men and a baby. I heard they were going to make another one with Zac Efron. I don't know if that's true, but I doubt they're going to make a reference to cocaine. But the point is, a party is the last place, unless it's an actual, movie. It's the last place you're going to actually see a baby. Now, it was weird because like the baby was sleeping too. So people were like, making noise and talking and all that, and drinking is going on and smoking, and I'm just like, I mean, to be fair, people were smoking outside or upstairs in the bedroom or I think maybe it was upstairs on a balcony or something. It was a whole fucking thing. But anyways, I'm just like who the fuck brings a baby to a party? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I have been in situations, ladies and gentlemen, where I've gone to a bar and someone, or people will bring their kids. And I'm not talking like during the day, like at 4, 5, 6. I'm talking like 11, 12, 1, at night. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? And like, I don't have kids, okay? Thank God. Maybe there's one in Scarborough. I've talked about this before. Who knows? The point is, and I get it. Like it's tough being a parent, and it's hard to find a sitter and all that. And I had once, a girl show up to a date. A first date, with her kid in the stroller, and she did tell me that it is hard to find a sitter. I'm like, no shit. But, like, that's the responsibility you have. I mean, you can't bring a kid to a party. And, again, like, the guy, he doesn't have a lot of balls. And, but if I was throwing a party and someone brought a baby, not only a kid, but a baby, I'd be like, listen, guys, I love you, but, you gotta, find a sitter somewhere else. You gotta get the fuck out of here, This is bullshit. I mean, and it was so weird. Like, it was so surreal. And then at one point, they're holding the kid and everyone's just drinking away. And I'm like, bro, this is weird. Like, this isn't good. You know what I mean? And it's not like they stopped off for like a few minutes to say hello. Like, they were there for a bit, and I don't know, man. It just, so, but, this is the kind of people I was dealing with. I don't feel comfortable being at a place where it was we're all just there to hang out and chill, and you bring a baby. It's weird, man. And there were dogs there, and I don't know, like dogs and babies I don't think mix anyway, and I don't know, that's just me. That shit has always made me nervous. I don't know. Like I've literally heard stories about cats going on top of babies in the crib and like literally just suffocating them. I mean, that scares the fucking shit out of me. So, I mean, there were no cats there. A lot of pussies, but no cats. But still, man, it makes me nervous. And like the one dog, kind of reacts. He's one of these dogs that people say, oh, he's trained, but then as soon as you try to pet him, he'll like fucking freak out or see something at the window, and I just turn all Cujo. It's not good. And like you can't sit in I didn't mention that. Yeah, they had 2 dogs there. Yeah, and one of them, I don't know, it was weird. Like it like once it sits in a chair, it doesn't it doesn't recognize that like we're human beings, and they're the ones that paid for the chair, and like they won't allow anyone near the vicinity of that chair if they're there. And it's and apparently the dog was like misused by a Chinese owner. I'm just surprised they didn't eat him. But the point is, this isn't an environment for, I mean, I don't know, like a lot of human beings shouldn't have even been there, but like especially a baby should not have been there. So I can't believe I gotta be the one to say this of all fucking people, but ladies and gentlemen, if you have a party, like no babies allowed. I mean, I almost sat next to a baby on a plane once, and I don't know, the baby was crying for a bit, and then I don't know, someone took him, and I don't know if they I don't know, put him in the luggage or something. I don't know. I never saw the baby again, but I'm kidding. But seriously, I don't know. Someone took the baby, and I don't know, the baby just disappeared or something. I don't know. Was he in the cockpit? Who knows? But the point is, no babies should be allowed at parties. Okay, so as you can see from all my crazy descriptions here of the shit I've had to put up with these 2 people. Again, they're obsessed with wrestling for some reason, and it's. I mean, I like wrestling growing up, but Jesus Christ, I mean, grow the fuck up, guys. Get some responsibility, please, for fuck's sakes. Again, if you want the 2 gig sticks, just keep them. I guess one for each of you. Because I don't know. It's you guys are very desperate people, just very sad. And I don't know, now you're involving babies in your, sad lives, and I just, this is just fucked up, man. I don't know what's going on here. It's really weird, but then again, that's just me. I prefer not to have babies at adult parties. So, but ladies and gentlemen, once again, and many times I've said this before, but again, I would love to know your thoughts. Part 6.
Like, he lives at home and he's obsessed with wrestling.
That's when you know you have a problem child.
Like wrestling.
When your child is over 20 and still into wrestling.
Dad, WWE is on. I need pay-per-view money. I want to buy the Hulk t-shirt. Or whatever.
He live tweets, because I follow him on Twitter. He live tweets every Monday night. They have Monday Night Raw.
What does he say?
Oh my God.
Is he all wrapped up in it? Does he think it's real?
He's been watching wrestling so long that he in his mind, he knows how everything works. The script, the storyline. So he's very opinionative on this guy becoming a bad guy now, the script, the storyline going this way, that way.
How many tweets does he do? Like hundreds?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot.
What a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.